Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brooks Knows Baseball, the weekly podcast where we discuss all the things going on in the baseball world. Since baseball is technically over, today is going to be our free agent special because it starts tomorrow, I guess, or when you get later today, when this video comes out. But we gotta break down a couple top free agent guys that we think are going to go. I think it's pretty unanimous who a couple of these top guys are here. But BF John, I will let you go ahead since I know you have a lot of research on this topic. You can go ahead and start us off.
Well, so Ohtani's obviously the number one. I've heard several times he don't want to go to the East Coast, so that takes out, the Bostons, the Yankees, the Philadelphia's, Atlanta. So I think he's going to hit it with the Dodgers personally. Outside shot, San Francisco and LA, maybe Seattle.
Yeah.
And then
my pick is Seattle.
All right. Well, write it down. Let's see who's right here.
I think it's Seattle.
I say Dodgers.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just
then Yamamoto is the next pitcher. I got a right-handed pitcher.
He's only 25 and his ERA is 1.2. So he's I think he's going to be a stud. I'm very intrigued with him. They say one of his concerns is he's small, but he still has a mid-90s fastball. So I think his stuff is there.
Right. Yeah.
Where do you think he's going?
Well, the Dodgers are front runners on everything, I think. Could go to the Mets. They signed a Japanese fellow last year, Senga, and he did really good for him. How about a wild card? How about, I tell you who I think may shock everybody because they have a history of spending money as the Nationals. They may pop in here and get 2 or 3 of these guys. I could see it easily.
Yeah.
Because they've done it in the past, and they got a lot of young talent. They made a major step forward last year, and they're my dark horse to make a wild card next year. A lot of young talent there, too. You want to go to my next guy?
I just want to say for the Yamamoto, I'm saying the Giants. That's my pick because they tried to sign a whole bunch of people last year, but no one wanted to go there. So they have a lot of money they want to spend. I have number 3, Aaron Nola.
No,
he's on ERA. He ate a lot.
What was ERA?
4.46. So it's almost 4.5, which is.
You might sign Kyle Gibson a lot less money if you can get that.
Yeah.
Nola's he's going the other way, dude. I got
200 strikeouts though.
Yeah, well, I think he's the other way, but that's me. I say Snell. Snell's the third because I think Snell. I'd take Snell before I'd take Yamamoto because it's a proven commodity. But Snell,
not 234 strikeouts last year.
Who did?
Snell had 234 strikeouts.
And Snell's a solid pitcher. He always has been.
He's going to be a Cy Young.
He did win it?
He will. I mean, he hasn't yet, but he will.
That'd make him a National and American League Cy Young winner.
Where do you think he's going?
Well, so many variables. Someone said St. Louis may get into this. There again, how about Washington?
I might look up for?
Pardon?
Rangers. Watch the Rangers.
Well, yeah. You know what Rangers ought to do is sign him and Hader both.
Yeah.
Then they'd solve 2 big problems. And then DeGrom comes back halfway through the year. Boom.
And they'd repeat. Easy. If they got Snell, they'd repeat. They'd have to be a favorite to repeat.
Well,
I think they're favorite now to repeat, but.
Yeah. But, you keep hearing the Dodgers almost every team.
You hear the Dodgers, the Yankees. It's like every time there's a free agent, I see the Dodgers, the Yankees. It's just like any time a trade candidate comes, he's going to the Yankees. The Yankees, they're going to do this. Like Bryce Harper, Yankees are going to Juan Soto, Yankees are going to get him. Cody Bellinger, Yankees are going to get him. Everyone that comes along, they say Yankees are going to get him.
I'm going to deviate really quick. When you say Yankees, I think one of the biggest travesties this year is Volpe getting the Gold Glove. The guy can't hit, but I mean he is a good fielder. But
you just contradicted yourself there, big dog.
What?
You said Volpe getting the Gold Glove. He can't hit. What the hell does that have to do with getting the Gold Glove?
He can't hit. He can field good, but he's no Gunnar Henderson. So anyway, travesty. They had to give the Yankees something because they're irrelevant now. But anyway, Snell, who's to say someone don't sign him and Hader both and solve their problems? Washington, Baltimore, San Diego may re-sign him. Of course, they got the Dodgers.
I want them to sign, but Baltimore's not going to sign any of these big name guys.
Oh no,
No, it's true. They will not.
Early, the only reason they're that way, I believe, I don't think it's a money situation. I think they got burned so many times on free agents, they just said the heck with it. I
No,
mean, they've
they're
been burned.
cheap. Their owner, Angelos, remember he said they'd be bleeding money. He said we couldn't
Well, the
sustain this
younger
financially.
Angelos, the old, the original Mr. Angelos there, Peter, he signed the big names, buddy. Albert Bell's the biggest free agent that year, and they signed him for big money. He hurts his hip, had to have hip surgery or something. He was done. Then they signed you Baldo Jimenez.
The
Woo-hoo.
largest Orioles contract ever was $161 million by Chris Davis.
Yeah, that'll burn you. That'll keep you from signing free agents.
But it's just so you take, I mean, so you take Chris Davis, right? 7 years, 161 million. Then after that, their next highest was 85. So they don't spend money. That was Adam Jones. Then before that, you have to go back to 2003 when they signed Miguel Tejada. They don't spend money. Then
They're in the 90s. They spent money, buddy, and that's when Angelos was there. So who knows why? They got burned so many times. I guess he just quit, and he kept the key players like Cal all those years, and Brian Roberts and Brady and Jones.
I just don't think they're going to spend money this year on any of these big games. Could you
Of course.
imagine you trying to get say they go after Blake Snell? They're not giving. What are they going to offer him? 5 years, $10 million.
I think personally they're going to go after people like I wish to go to Mike Clevenger. I think he's an underrated player.
They go after players like him and Hyunjin Ryu.
Yeah, I don't want him, but I'd take Clevenger.
Or they'll re-sign Flaherty. So the back end bottom barrel guys.
I have a feeling
together.
Yeah, I have a feeling they learned. But after Snell, I got Cody Bellinger. Mm-hmm. Now I think he's going to the Yankees.
I think I think he's risky, a risky signing.
I don't know. He's healthy finally. He's healthy.
So he had two horrible.
He had a shoulder problem. He broke his leg.
Well, you also think that I'm looking at here, his exit velocities were still bad. He struggled against fastballs and he's just off speed and sliders. So
his numbers didn't say he struggled.
I said his exit velocity is bad. So maybe they're saying from what I'm reading here that he's one of the more luckier players and it could fall back to what it was previous years. Where's Bellinger from?
Where's he what?
Where's he from?
Well, his dad was a Yankee player briefly and in the system. So I heard him say that's where he wants to go. So he'll go there. I'm here in San Francisco, Chicago, the Yankees. I say the Yankees first. Then they got Nola, but I don't think he's as good as some of the other guys. But I don't know why. When they ranked some people, they said Nola's better than Gray, Montgomery. Would you take Nola over Sonny Gray or Montgomery?
Not a chance.
No, you wouldn't.
Not a chance.
So anyway, Philadelphia, let him keep Nola. He'll in San Francisco.
What? Eduardo Rodriguez. What do you think of him?
Solid pitcher last couple of years. Oh, he's always been a solid pitcher. I hear a lot about him going to Baltimore.
Again.
He started there. Well, they're going to sign somebody.
I just don't think. I think Rodriguez is going to.
I think you're going to get fooled. They know they're there right now. You got to do something. They need to bullpen when they need starting pitching because look at starting pitching for them. You got Bradish. He's an ace. I say he's the number one anywhere. I mean, his numbers say it. I say, and as good as he is, Rodriguez is going to be better. Grayson. So there you go.
Like Eduardo, what?
No. Well, he's not bad either, but Grayson and him are two number ones, 1A, 1B. Then John Means, look, he come back. He was healthy and he pitched good.
Yeah.
He pitched darn good. All right, so there's three. Then you got Kramer. Okay, I'll take him for a 4 or 5. And then you got Tyler Wells, 4 or 5.
I would rather sign, say, a Clevenger or a Rodriguez, slot them at 4, cut Kramer, get rid of him, and put Wells at 5.
I'm not ready to get rid of Kramer. I give up on him sometimes because he irritates me, but
this is not a real show, so we need to move to a different team.
Anyway, yeah.
Jordan Montgomery.
Josh Hader.
Oh, yeah.
They need to sign him because they don't have a closer. And for those of you who think Cano's going to do it, no. Cano's bubble is going to burst most likely this year.
I don't think so.
Well, we agree to disagree. I told you all year, and his numbers second half were way worse than the first half, and he's no closer.
I'm seeing here they said the Phillies and the Diamondbacks want Hader. The
The
best,
Phillies will sign him then.
huh?
Well, Diamondbacks might now. They're doing good. They might
Yeah,
want to.
the
They
Rangers
get,
too. Watch the
but
Rangers.
see, yeah, I know. They're in everything. Or so are the Dodgers, and they really are.
Rangers spend as much as more than any team in baseball.
But I know. But you know what? Remember the Dodgers didn't spend free agent money last year because everybody said they're getting ready for Ohtani. They're going to offer him some mega money, but they can afford it out there. But Josh Hader, where do you think he's going to go? You say Philly, Texas needs to sign him. Baltimore needs to
I'm gonna
sign
watch.
him.
I think I want to say Baltimore, but I'm so afraid to say that because they're not going to sign
But
any.
hey, that's where he's from. That's where his first organization. They made an ignorant trade to get rid of him for
Mm-hmm.
was Gerardo Para. Ugh.
No, I think
And
they
he
gave him to Houston. I think for LJ Hose originally.
no, he went to Milwaukee. He went
No,
no, he went
I think hold on.
LJ Hose. Holy God,
I think it is. Yeah, winners and losers of the Bud Norris trade. Yeah,
the Budrick Norris trade.
yeah. So let's see. The Orioles sent LJ Hose and Josh Hader for
Yeah,
Bud
together.
Norris.
Oh Lord.
So
Well, Bud was
Bud
okay,
had
but
some
hell,
years. But
when Bud was his best, he's better than what we got. Some of them now, Baltimore, not we, but them. All right. Well, Hader. So, what's your prediction? I mean, Texas may get him.
I
You
say
know,
Baltimore. I'm gonna say Baltimore for Hader because they need him.
yeah, they got the money. They need to spend it. I'm tired of their owners saying they don't. They make. I heard it's like 300 million before they throw a ball. They make from TV and radio and everything, and they all get it. So come on, man. And
Yeah.
then the crowds went way up this year because they're winning again. They put a decent product, competitive young superstars. But anyway, so yeah, I'd like to say that too. But let's go to Sonny Gray. Now I think that's a Washington National, Minnesota. Um, how about Texas on that one too?
Yeah.
And and there's so many teams in here. You're just guessing. The Yankees need help.
It's a guess right now because you never know. What if the Rockies owner wakes up and says, you know what, I want to compete this year. Here's $250 million, spend it. You never know. So
Well, I heard a show this weekend, and Scott Boras was on there, and he said the Rangers showed you the blueprint on how to win.
yeah, of course he
Spend
said
on,
that.
he said you need a core four of players. And like the Rangers, they got a core four: Seager, Semin, Heim, Young, and he said, don't forget the Rangers though. Besides spending money, they draft well.
Yeah.
They trade well. Heim, they got him in a trade. They didn't buy him. They got Young in the draft. Carter's gonna be. He's a gunner type to me. That
Douglas
Carter, Evan
Garcia for
Carter.
nothing.
Pardon me.
He signed a Douglas Garcia after he got DFA'd.
Yeah, that poor guy got hurt. So it wasn't all buying players. They bought a few, and
Leclerc
they
drafted.
right, exactly. Well,
He's been there
signed.
forever.
He was signed, not drafted.
Yeah, but
It's Dominican, I think, right?
he's
Or
been there
Venezuela. I don't
forever.
remember where he's from. But
One thing I want to touch on, I think the international free agents this year are going to be pretty interesting. There's three big ones. So you got
yeah, yeah. I would like
Yamamoto,
to sign one in for my favorite teams.
Jung Ho Lee, center fielder from the KBO. They said 2020 he batted 349 and had 630 appearances with 32 strikeouts.
Yeah, I'd like to get him, but only one of my two favorite teams needs him. I think he's going to San Francisco.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, like you said, it's such a
It's a
crapshoot.
guess.
It's a guess.
Because
Always
unless
got.
you got, and even if you're on the inside and people in the business, they don't know right now because
No.
there's a lot. Like I said, it's very interesting to listen to Scott Boras. He said, you basically got to sell these guys to these teams too and tell them they need them and show them how they need them,
Yeah.
and what they can do. But like I said, Texas showed everybody a blueprint, and all the teams that win got big payrolls, and some of the teams like Tampa, Baltimore, and a couple other ones that are on the fringe, they need to wake up. Either, you're going to have to re-sign all these guys. You're going to have a high payroll, and I don't think they need a lot. They will need a closer in my estimation, and if you got one, the starter, yes and no, because if Means is healthy, and Cole Irvin could bounce back as a 5 starter, or you get Wells and Kramer. Most people's fifth starter test special. So between Kramer, Wells, Irvin, you can make up 4 and 5 right there. And
I'm gonna say it right now, the Orioles, who they'll get, into Maeda.
Yeah, the Orioles also won 101 games with that staff last year. Think of that. So
there's another Japanese pitcher that no one's really talking about. I think you need to keep an eye on Shota Imanaga. I think his name is. He's 30. He just turned 30 not about 2 months ago. Last year in the KBO, or not the KBO, in Nippon.
I got him here. He's 30. He's a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah,
I got him on my list.
I would
Speaking of that, another guy that played in Japan that really interests me, and I believe he is a closer, and this would fit a couple teams, Yariel Rodriguez. He was supposed to be he was Cuban, but he's playing in Japan. So that's another one to watch out for.
Yeah.
There's other big names.
I think it's top heavy, and then you have I guess it's probably how it is every year. Then you got a couple of guys like I'm seeing here. You got Robert Stevenson, Michael A. Taylor, Gary Sanchez. None of those guys are really going to move the needle for anything. Michael Watt.
But how about Matt Chapman, J.D. Martinez? J.D. Martinez is 36, going on 37, obviously. So, unless you need a DH, he's going to
Marcus Stroman as well.
The Mets. Who?
Marcus Stroman is going to be there.
Yeah, but we didn't mention Jordan Montgomery. Where's he going? Is he going back home to the Yankees? Is he going to go to Texas after winning? Because when he was with the Yankees, they didn't win jack. That's someone Texas needs to re-sign.
Yeah,
I'd re-sign him instead of getting some of these other guys. Because Jordan, I've always liked Jordan Montgomery. He's a solid, tough pitcher, and I thought last year Baltimore screwed up by not trading for him. They had better prospects than anybody in baseball to trade, but yet they want to hold on to have 6 shortstops and 6 center fielders on the field at the same time, I guess.
They won the AAA championship. They're going to keep doing that.
Yeah. Eduardo Rodriguez, we mentioned him a little bit pitching wise. Lucas Giolito.
Yeah.
He's good year, bad year, good year, bad year. Stroman, like you said, Mike Clevenger. If they're going to go in the cheap end of the pool, if I was some of the teams, a lot of teams, that's Tampa, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's only a few good players. They need to spend some darn money. Pittsburgh, we've talked about that before. That's a disgrace how they don't spend any money, because they're making money because they got a beautiful ballpark and people come out. If they'd win, they'd come out a lot. Pirates had a great franchise for so many years. When I was growing up and before I was even watching baseball, they're something. But anyway,
you talk about like the secondary free agents, or you got any other top ones you talk about real quick?
Lourdes Gurriel,
yeah,
free agent. What do you think of him? Someone could use him.
He's a top bat, but it's just so hard. Like I said, it's so hard to really predict where all these guys are going to go. I mean, there's so many needs, and you never know. Like when
Gurriel go to the Marlins, probably.
It was like when the Rangers signed Marcus Semien. Did you think they're going to sign Corey Seager the next day or a couple days later? No,
but it pushed him over the edge, didn't it? Seager's an underrated superstar, because everybody knows he's good, but you don't hear of him with. They say Ohtani. Well, where's Ohtani right now?
Well, they announced MVP for American League. He was next to him. Semien was third. What's his Seager second?
Or just the
MVP?
Huh?
American League MVP is those 3 guys.
Oh, it's one of those 3. Yeah, it's next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I mean it's
Monday.
They pretty much leaked it from what I read. They said they accidentally sent it out the way the votes already went. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid. How about Jorge Soler?
I'm reading about here. I'm reading about him here. It's
nothing. I don't think he's done anything special. He's like 32.
Yeah.
Teoscar Hernandez had a good year.
Jock Peterson.
Yeah. Who?
Jock Peterson.
Yeah. Reese Hawk. Yeah, him and Tommy Pham want to be on the same team, probably.
75-year-old Justin Turner.
Yeah, Reese Hoskins. Yeah, but Turner was productive.
I know.
He was real productive. Is he a free agent?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, some good team might want him because he didn't come from a good team.
JD Martinez.
Yeah, I was mentioning, but what about Reese Hoskins
It isn't here. He was hurt all year, wasn't he?
all year?
But even when he does play, he's not the greatest hitter, is he? I mean, he has
No, he has some power.
so like
How about
he's a 240 career hitter. And he's gonna be 31, so he's on the downs. I don't think
how
he
about
should be.
yeah? Well, I'll tell you someone that interests me. See where he goes. Whit Merrifield, 35 years old, still can run to hit 20 plus steals, can play anywhere, outfield, infield, still hits good. Not a lot of power. He's a good one.
I think Tim
What do you think
Anderson.
about Stroman? Stroman is he? What is Stroman? What is he? And was he the first half or the second half? Because he's more. I think he's more bark than bite because he's kind of a mouthy guy, and from what I've seen, but he doesn't consistently produce. So I don't know why he runs his mouth like he does.
So if you look at his last 3 years, they've gotten worse every year. And
Stroman.
he's 30. He's going to his third. How old is he right now? Let me see.
Stroman's 32.
He'll be 33 next year. Obviously, if he's 32 now.
That's
um, his ERA
what
has
I said
gone up
earlier.
almost an entire run within the last 3 seasons. So um, it's gone
He's
up.
never been a great pitcher. He's had a few spurts. Uh, how about I take? How would you like to get a guy that can bat pretty solid, drive in a lot of runs, and hit 25 to 30 home runs and have a great arm, not much range in the outfield? How would you like a guy like that on some team, on your team? Not your favorite team, but a team. Or
I'll
you
take
could
it.
have
Who was it?
Hunter Renfro. No
Yeah.
one talks about him. He moves around, but he's productive. Harrison Bader, one of my favorites, until he went to the Yankees. Now he's gone from there. But Harrison Bader's a great plus outfielder, probably a 250 hitter, but he can run, he can
What about,
throw, center field,
what about your
corner.
boy Tim Anderson?
Oh yeah, man! I wish my team. I think he's going to bounce back. I like Tim Anderson a lot. You know that he's one of my
I think he's going
favorites.
to go to the Guardians.
I
So
doubt it.
because he got knocked out.
I don't know who needs a shortstop.
I don't know. Tim Anderson's not going to be high commodity. He had one home run last year. One. How?
I don't know because he's had some really good years. I like him, and he's a competitive guy. I like him. He likes to box in the middle of the field.
Gary Sanchez. No.
Gary
Michael
Sanchez.
was in here. Uh, he hit 19 home runs last year in 72 games. They said he
He's
graded.
got some power, but he can't field and he
Well,
can't
it
hit.
says he graded as an above average defender last year, the exception of blocking balls.
Yeah, he's never been a ball blocker.
Catcher market's so barren, it wouldn't be surprised if he gets a multi-year deal. Michael A. Taylor, they said
Michael A. Taylor has never hit.
they said he had a career high last year. Let's say
I
Michael A.
love the Nationals, as you know, and I used to not care for him a whole lot.
He had 21 home runs last year.
Good for him.
You know he's 6'4".
Big, tall, skinny fella.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, he had one of his better years last year ever. He had 51 RBIs, 21 home runs. He hit 220, but you get a good fielder.
I don't want a 220 hitter on my team if I can help it.
No, Michael Brantley, he's 37. Tommy Pham's old as well. Gio Urshela, he's come off a major injury. Major injury.
All right. Well, who can you look up? Because I don't have the data in front of me, but who was tendered today and non-tendered? Any big names? Most of the big names were offered a contract. I know Hader was, Snell, all the big ones. They offered them, tendered them. I guess is the terminology they use, isn't it? What do they call it?
Let's see here.
They basically offered to re-sign is what it amounts to, and then that what you know why they do that, because since they offered them a contract, if they go in free agency, then they get a third round draft pick.
You're talking about
Or
qualifying?
your third,
Not
pardon?
tender, qualifying offer, right?
Yeah, qualifying. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, 7 players got qualifying offers today.
Yeah, it wasn't Snell,
So we got
Hader,
Otani, Nola, Snell,
right?
Gray, Chapman, Hader.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Noah, he ain't going anywhere. He's the
Okay.
only option is to stay there because no one's going to, for a mediocre pitcher like him now, you're going to give up a high draft pick and then have to sign him? I don't think so. I wouldn't.
No.
That's why if you're a team like Tampa, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, people like that, Cleveland, that's why you go Clevenger. He had to go back to Cleveland, back home. He had some great years, and he came back pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It starts tomorrow, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm looking like Carlos Santana, Ahmed Rosario, Donovan Solano, Travis James.
Carlos Santana, and he a singer?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said he's going to go to the Nationals. That's what we
Okay.
know.
That's the Nationals. I said I would not be shocked if they spent some money because Rizzo did it before, and he built them 10 World Series winner, didn't he not?
Yeah.
But he's doing it differently. A lot more younger guys this time, I believe. But then again, I say that, but then they had a lot of young guys before Trey Turner, Harper, on and on. But anyway,
well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I do want to say before we leave, make sure to check out. We just released a video, Texas Heat, the story of the 2023 Texas Rangers World Series winning team. I think as of now, I think we're at 600 views. We got a couple more subscribers from. We're at 103 subscribers before opening day. What do you think? 200, 220, 200, 220. What do you think?
My goal would be 250, but we'll see. It depends on how good we are. If we put good content out there, as they say in the business, content.
Hell, I mean, I'm looking at some of our analytics here. We got like 800 hours of people watching our content, which is crazy to think about when we just BS and talking baseball before on the phone, decided to just start filming it. But like I said, like it, share it, subscribe it. Our last video is doing very well. I'm very happy with how it's doing right now. So, but yeah.
And you need to mention who's bringing us, who's sponsoring the show today.
Yes, that would be SeatGeek. If
Yes,
yeah, we still have our code. If everyone wants to use our code, it is Brooks Knows a Baseball, I think 20. You put that in your first order only, and then SeatGeek will give you $20 off for your first order. They also give you a nice little rating system, a 1 to 10, how good the deal you're getting. And me working in tickets my entire career, sales and sports, that's really helpful as well. So make sure to check out SeatGeek, a great partner of the show. They sponsor every podcast that we do. But yeah, go ahead and give SeatGeek a follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Next time I buy, I'm going that way because we were looking at some stuff here recently.
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to see here. All right, so I'm gonna pull up our analytics real quick for that our latest video, just to show everyone how good it's doing. So it is our #1 video, in the first 3 days that we've released. I think it's the fastest growing video we ever released. As of right now, it has over 611 views.
the one from yesterday?
Texas Heat, over 600 views now.
About the Texas Rangers and their great season, right? And a kind of a little history. Yeah, it was good video.
13 likes, 5 comments. So it's and it gave us some good subscriber base as well. Looking at just hell in the last 26 minutes, we've had 35 views on it. So it's flying up there. We just got another one too. So yeah, make sure to like it, subscribe. I know we got a lot of new people here, so I don't want to keep rambling here, but
yeah, we got to get going.
Big dog, I'll let you just sign up here, and we're good to go.
All right, that's all for this week, folks. For this week in baseball, really. For the Brooks Knows Baseball. That's all for now, folks. We'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.